81-21 NFL Talk Week
16.
Week 16.
Sweet 16, that's what you said?
Week 16.
Oh, I thought you said Sweet 16. I was like, okay.
Week 16. We are back.
Okay, we back.
We are back. Week 16 is dwindling down to the playoffs and possibly Super Bowl appearances. We don't know who that's going to be. But week 16,
yes,
we had some great games.
Yeah.
We had a game of the week. We had some NFC East. We had one NFC East game that we want to talk about particular because I felt that it was an injustice that went on in that game.
Okay.
Anything you want to
I don't know
man?
Which game you're talking about.
Dallas, Miami.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So let's get it going.
All right, let's go.
First game. Well, what we got to do first? We are primarily NFC East. And before we do anything,
oh Lord,
we have to drop that NFC logo right
I'm not even
here.
Messing with it. There you go. Right there.
Right there. NFC East. NFC East, just in case you don't know, you've been under a rock, you don't know what's going on, that is the Washington Commanders.
Yes.
The New York Giants.
Yes.
Dallas Cowboys.
Yes.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes.
I gave it to you in that order because that's the order right now. From the bottom to the top.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
NFC East. So, NFC East. Let's jump back in.
Okay.
First game on the schedule is Commanders and the Jets. The Commanders lost to the Jets 28-30.
Yes.
Not much I have to say about that game. I don't understand what's going on in Washington. They showed so much promise.
Right, at the beginning of the season.
And midway, they were tough.
I mean, but they only won 4 games.
They only won 4 games.
But it seemed like they won more than that. Maybe because they fought so hard in the games that they lost.
They fought hard. They fought hard. And I don't know what has happened. Last time, well, this game, Commanders and the Jets, Howell was looking like, am I supposed to be out here?
Right.
And I think they was subbing him out some.
Well, they did. They brought Jacoby Brissett in.
Yeah. And he put some points up.
He did.
Black quarterback, Jacoby.
Soon as he got in.
Yeah. So, I mean, with that game, there's not much I can say. Both of those teams, the Jets or either Jets and the Commanders, neither one of them is playing for a playoff spot.
Right. But I thought the Jets might be in the playoffs if they had won these last couple of games.
But they didn't.
They did?
They won. I don't want to get ahead, but they won. And then the week before that, who did they play? They lost to somebody. They lost to somebody. Like I said, man, we just fans. We're not glued to the TV with 6 or 7 screens sitting up there going, We're not doing that. We just talk about it from a fan perspective. Right. Neither one of those teams are in the playoff run. There's not much I can say about it. The Jets, as you know, I like the Jets. And
second team.
I like Garrett Wilson, and I like
Garrett Wilson. Okay.
And I like
Breece
Hall, and I like cornerback.
Sauce Gardner.
I think he that dude.
Right.
But they're not winning right now. So anyway, Commanders 28, Jets 30.
Okay.
So far, the NFC is 0-1.
0-1.
What's the next game?
Giants and Eagles.
That score ended up 25-33. I'm going to continue what I said from last week, which is I think the Eagles are tired and possibly Jalen Hurts might be playing with some sort of injury. What you think?
Right. Yeah, I agree with that. And like I said, it wasn't going to be an easy win.
Right.
And it was not an easy win.
It was not. It was not. The Giants fought. What I don't understand is why bring in Tyrod Taylor at the end of the game when you need some oomph.
Should have had him in there before that.
Should have.
I mean, not taking nothing away from DeVito, but at that point in the game, they should have brought Tyrod in a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I think they should have. Like I said, same thing applied to the Giants. They're not playing for a playoff spot.
It's all about pride.
It's all about pride at this point. And I think the Giants have. Who do they have next week? I'm not sure.
Next week
Mm-hmm.
or this week? Sunday.
Sunday. Well, this Sunday coming up, who do they have? I don't know.
I'm not sure who the Giants have.
I don't know, but right now it's just pride. I got my Giants hat on. It is what it is.
I know next Sunday they got the Eagles again.
Eagles again. All right. So the Eagles did what they usually do. Then didn't look as dominant as they did in the beginning of the season.
Right.
But they won.
They did.
So that leaves the NFC East 1-1 at this point.
1-1.
It's not really 1-1 because two of them played against each other. So 1-2.
1-2.
1-2. NFC East 1-2. Let's move it along because we moving along.
Yeah.
What's that next game?
We're going to talk about my Cowboys and those old Dolphins down there. In
Cowboys
Miami.
and the Dolphins.
Still can't win on the road.
Still can't win on the road. I'm going to let you take over, then I'll jump in.
I don't even know what to say. It's like, first of all, I have to say it was not a blowout. If you listen to social media, you would act like we got blown out. We did not get blown out. It was not a blowout. We only lost by, 2 points?
2 points.
22-20. 2 points.
Right.
I feel that this loss was more due to the coaching and the refs. And I know people say, oh, you whining about the refs, whatever. But when CD is in the end zone and his tights get pulled almost all the way down, like I seen his little butt cheeks. Come on now.
It's
and the
too
refs
much.
didn't call that?
Right.
Come on.
Right.
What's they say? Come on, man.
And I understand that some people miss calls, but how do you miss that?
How do you miss that?
When you have a judge, I'm not going to say referee, because there's, line
Right,
judges.
right,
When
right.
you have a judge that his job is to watch this area. How
Right.
do you miss that?
How do you miss him?
Right.
About to pull the man's tights down.
I mean,
All his little brown butt cheeks was showing. All I'm saying. All of them.
right.
And he ain't got much, but all of it was showing. So I don't understand, but I do feel like it was coaching because I don't understand how McCarthy stopped targeting CD when CD was on fire during the first half of the game. Why? Why you stop targeting him?
49-yard touchdown pass in
Right.
the first quarter.
Why did you stop
Right.
targeting him? And I don't understand why Quinn didn't make the adjustments to the defense that he needed to make.
Mhm.
And that was the same thing with the game week before with the Bills. You didn't make any adjustments with your defense. So, I mean, what's going on? We can't go into the playoffs like this.
You cannot.
Something has to happen.
Something definitely has to happen.
Don't
Definitely.
make no sense.
Now, in my assessment,
Mm-hmm.
Dallas comes out, first drive of the game. They drive all the way down to the half-yard line, and Lipke fumbles.
Fumbled
Now-
at a crucial
I am not.
Time.
That would change the.
the tempo of the game
Right.
already.
I'm not blaming Lipke because if you remember, I said early in the season he needs to get in and do more reps.
Right.
Because he hit that line hard.
Yeah.
And the reason I said he need to get in because I thought he would be a better replacement for that guy y'all had.
Right.
Zeke.
For Zeke.
Zeke ain't fumbling that down there.
No.
He getting in that end zone.
He getting there.
Y'all miss him.
Oh man.
Y'all miss him. Now,
Jerry Jones. Jerry.
what are you doing?
Mm.
Second thing.
Mm-hmm.
Second thing. Okay. CD Lamb, as you mentioned,
Yeah.
he ended up with 118 yards on 6 receptions.
Yes.
He destroyed them in the first quarter.
He did.
He didn't catch a pass in the second quarter or the third quarter.
Right.
And they reinstituted him in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Okay,
A
let's
little
talk
bit
about
too late
this.
then.
Miami has a all-pro cornerback by the name of Jalen Ramsey.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Miami made the decision, I'm not traveling with CD.
Not
I'm
traveling.
standing on this side.
Kept Jalen over there.
So Jalen should have dogged those other ones out. I'm feeding him till he fat and he can't move no more.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
I don't know.
What happened?
Mm.
Like, I mean, Cook, he's good. He's good.
Yeah, I mean, he's the one that
He caught a touchdown.
caught the touchdown third quarter. Well, not the third quarter, but at the end.
But CD is your guy.
Our guy.
Until you stop him, and if you're not willing to travel,
WR1.
meaning in motion, stop him.
Mhm.
I'm Ramsey, follow him over here. If you're
Right.
not willing to do that,
You should have been
oh
feeding
well.
CD all night.
Oh well. 5 yards, 10 yards, whatever. Feed him. Let him ride you
CD
to the
got
end zone.
targeted 10 times.
Ride him to the end zone, rather. Yeah.
CD should have touched that ball At least 20 times.
At least 20. At least 20.
Mm-hmm.
The next thing I want to touch about this game. Let's look at the screen real quick.
Okay.
If you're still saying that Dak Prescott is not good, you're out of your mind.
Oh, definitely.
You're out of your mind. That game was not lost because of Dak.
Not
Dak
at all.
did his thing. He ran. He threw.
Mm-hmm.
He did whatever. He extended plays. What do you want? Like Tyree said, what more do you want from me? Right? So you can't blame it on him.
You can't. But of course, people will and are.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Miami's running backs. I don't know their name off the top. Is it Mostert?
Mostert. Mm-hmm.
And
Achan.
Okay. If you go back to that game, those two running backs, I don't have their yardage here.
Mm-hmm.
They won the game
by
controlling the ball in the fourth quarter. First down at the first down at the first down.
Mm-hmm.
Quinn, do something. If they're nullifying Michael Parsons,
right,
they're kind of nullifying your rush by speeding up their process.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, I don't have the exact numbers. If you have from hiking the ball to 3 seconds to sit back, survey, get it off, Miami cut theirs a second
right,
and a half.
They say that Tua gets the ball off the quickest in the NFL.
Second and a half.
Right.
So, okay, that defense where people just sit back and try to just keep you from getting back there will not work on Dallas.
Right.
Well, here you have Mike McDaniels, Miami head coach. He says, let's get it out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And when we ain't getting it out of there, we running up the middle.
Right.
Not around the ends. You'll nullify that round the end speed of the middle. Them two running backs, Mostert, Achan, did it. Hats off.
Yeah.
Hats off.
Yeah.
I'm just upset that Quinn didn't adjust.
Right.
It's like they thought, if this is a word, I thought they were saying we're gonna cowboy him.
Right.
That don't work.
It didn't work.
That don't work.
It didn't work.
Not.
We gotta get it
NFL.
together. We gotta get it together. We got 2 more games left. We got the Lions tomorrow. It's a home game, so we should win. And then after the Lions, our last game of the season is
Commanders or the Giants? One of them.
It has to be the Commanders, so I don't think it's the Giants.
Okay, well, one of those teams. It's one of the lower teams in the NFCs. But they need to win. I didn't want to get into this. Detroit.
Commanders.
Detroit's first time they won 10, 11 games in X amount of years. They looking strong. They got their confidence up, and they play Dallas.
Tomorrow.
The only plus to it is they play Dallas
in Dallas.
So Dallas, do what you got to do. And let me say this. We made jokes on earlier podcasts about calling people on the phone. We haven't done that in a while. But I want to call Micah. And I want to say, Micah, shut up.
Oh, okay.
When you get this praise, right? Next Lawrence Taylor, star, this and that. People come at you. They X you on their calendar. You're doing a lot of talking, bro. Just do what you do.
Do what you do, Micah.
Stop doing all that talking,
Do
man.
what you do.
Stop doing all that talking.
Make a difference.
Because people are getting up to play you.
Right.
Coaches are really studying film.
Which is a testament to your skill as a football player.
For sure.
But just keep on going out there and doing what you're supposed to do.
For sure.
Make these offenses scared of you.
Micah, be quiet. Dak, keep doing what you're doing. CD, keep doing what you're doing. What's your head coach name?
McCarthy.
You got rid of Kellen. You got rid of him. Because you said you wanted to call the play.
Call him.
Then call him up. Call him. Right. Okay.
And target your number 1 wide receiver.
Quinn, adjust.
All
Okay.
right.
Oh, no, I'm not done.
Oh, okay.
Quinn, adjust. Now, who's offensive lineman y'all have that's in for Tyron right now?
Chew on something.
I am no way a football expert, but what I do have is eyes, and I can see. He's not doing well over there.
You're not doing well. You leaving that whole side open and letting them get to Dak.
He's not doing well.
Dak is trusting you to guard that side so he can do what he's supposed to be doing.
Right.
You're not defending that side. I don't know what you're doing over there, but you're not doing right. And I don't think Tyron's going to make it back before the end of the season.
Well, he needs to get it together.
So I need you to get together, or they need to put somebody else in there. I don't know what our depth chart is for depth tackle. But
whenever you see a lineman, defensive end, or whatever the case may be, putting hands on your quarterback, and the person that was supposed to block them is 5-6 yards away with their hands on their hips, like, whew.
Like they tired.
I don't know what's going on. This is America's team. Let's say it together. This is America's team.
America's team.
Right?
Show
together. America what you got.
I don't even remember what that dude's name is.
I don't know
but
either.
He need to get himself together.
But that kind of stuck out for me. So, again, those are things that I took away from that game. That game was, a must-see for me. I wanted to see it because Boosie a Cowboy fan. I'm not, but I support the Boosie. Right? So
Boosie.
I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it and I'm like, yo, Boosie, like, what's going on here? Like, but anyway, that was the Cowboys in Miami. Final score.
Chuma Edoga. That's his name.
Okay, well, Chuma
Edoga. I need you to get it together.
Need to get it together. He needs some.
If you are playing left tackle tomorrow,
get it together.
Don't let them get the Dak.
Because Detroit's coming in. They need this.
They coming in roaring like a what?
Roaring like a lion.
There you go.
They need this. They don't need it to make the playoffs. They already did that. They already clinched their division.
Right.
They are playing for their rep.
Oh, yeah.
Making a change on this team. Definitely. Just think about it. The coach was one of the players back in the day. I think he was. He was part of that team where they won nothing. 0-0.
Yeah, so he's trying to make a point.
So and you see that energy he got.
Right.
They getting ready.
Yeah.
So Dallas, get ready, man. Come on, NFC East in this place, man. Do what y'all got to do.
Do it. Okay.
Okay. So Miami, Cowboys 22
to 20.
Cowboys 20, Miami 22. Let's go on to this last segment.
Game of the week.
Game of the week.
Okay.
That would be the Ravens and the 49ers. All week long for the past few weeks, all we hear is the 49ers are unbeatable. Am I wrong about that?
No, you're not wrong.
Are unbeatable. Well, Mr. Lamar Jackson comes into San Francisco.
Into your house.
And bust that ass.
Not only for the past 2 weeks, that's not all we've heard. We've heard that Brock Purdy is the MVP.
We coming to that.
MVP.
I think Brock Purdy, if there was any bright spot about that game, Brock Purdy got a chance to see an MVP. He got a chance to see one. Like, oh, that's what you do.
And not taking anything away from Brock Purdy.
No, not at all.
And I know, ever since Cam said this, it's the top of everybody's mind. But everybody's been saying it all year. They've just been saying it different ways, but they got mad when Cam said it. Brock Purdy is not a difference maker. He's not a game changer. Brock Purdy is a pretty good game manager. But he found out on Sunday, or was that Monday? Whatever day that was, Monday, Christmas Day. He found out that he still got a lot to learn. And it's okay. It's okay. Because this is only his second season. So he has room to improve, to develop. So it's okay. But all of y'all 49ers fans and whatever just saying that Brock Purdy was this, and that, not so much.
I'm sure that while the defense is on the field, he sat on the sideline next to the backup quarterback, Sam Darnold. He sat next to him and leaned over and said, now y'all listen to this. He sat next to him and said,
that boy is good. Good and terrible.
Yeah.
All right.
No doubt.
All right.
No doubt.
So, hey, Debo Samuels. Can I talk about him for a second?
Yeah, talk about Debo.
Same thing I said about Micah. Shut up. I respect their talent. These guys are dope.
Oh, yeah.
But be quiet, man.
Right.
I get it. You're a team player. You represent your
Taking
quarterback.
up for your quarterback.
But let's be real. I've seen some arguments he was having back and forth with Cam Newton.
Well, I don't really think there was no back and forth. It was more him.
Well, he put up a tweet showing Cam's text, but you don't know that. It don't say Cam text this.
Right.
He also has quite a bit to say about your team. Like, dude, just play, man. Nobody want to hear all that shit.
Play your game.
Nobody want to hear that. Now, they lost. I thought Baltimore outmuscled them, outplayed them, and was basically outcoached by them. I think so. I didn't know Harbaugh had a Super Bowl. I didn't know that.
Right. Me either. I forgot.
I didn't know that. I looked at the post-game stuff. Post is after, right?
Mm-hmm.
Post-game stuff with him giving out the balls in the locker room. Man, I felt like I played for Baltimore.
Like
the
that
way
team spirit was up there.
And,
Hey.
they're not NFC East, but they are AFC North.
Yes.
But I watched Lamar Jackson because his style of play, I like to see that.
Mm-hmm.
I think the day is sitting in the pocket is done.
Right.
But that's personally. That's me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought that was a game of the week.
Mm-hmm.
I thought there were a lot of people that ended up looking at that game like this.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure there was.
I thought that Brock Purdy did, not one, not two, not three,
Four
interceptions.
4 interceptions.
And I'll give him 2 of them and say they were tipped and blah, blah, blah.
Right,
blah.
right.
And then that wasn't all the interceptions in the game. Sam Darnold
Mm-hmm.
threw an interception.
Mm-hmm.
5
interceptions.
5.
There was no way y'all was winning.
That's not an any given Sunday. That was
No.
an ass whipping.
That was.
That was an ass whipping. But I thought that was the game of the week. What'd you think?
I agree.
I thought that was the game of the week. Now, to segue from that, there's a lot of talk about MVP.
Mm-hmm.
What do you consider an MVP?
I don't know. Someone that changes the game.
Changes the game.
Mm-hmm.
They are the most valuable player to that team,
Yeah.
which resonates in the NFL.
Right.
It's a very important player,
Mm-hmm.
right? If you take that player off that team,
Mm-hmm.
and let's use Lamar Jackson, would they be 12-3? We know they got Zay Flowers. We know they got all that.
Right.
We know they got Odell.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But if you took Lamar off that team, would they be 12-3?
They wouldn't, as we seen last season when Lamar didn't play a lot of the games.
I was just talking about that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't think the injuries was what they said was. I think he just needed that paper. Like, come on,
Right.
y'all gonna pay me.
Right. He deserved it.
Okay, so we started off. We asking the question: if you take Lamar Jackson off that team, would they be 12-3? Let's go next down the line. I feel Christian McCaffrey should be up there
Mm-hmm.
for MVP. But the question is, if you took him off the San Francisco 49ers, would they still be 11-4?
I'm gonna say probably
11-5.
so.
11-4.
I'm gonna say probably so.
So is he falling short for criteria MVP?
If you're using that as the criteria,
That's what I
as the
use.
guidelines, then yes, he is.
Okay.
But that's not to take anything away from Christian, because C Mac or whatever they be calling him, he's that dude.
He's dope.
Yeah.
But I asked you, he was out in with the
Carolina.
Panthers, right? He could have carried that team out there. He was still dope,
Mm-hmm.
but they wasn't winning.
Right. But he had injuries.
Okay.
But
okay.
anyway, go
So
ahead.
next on the list, Brock Purdy. He's in the talk for
No,
MVP. If you take
he's
Brock
out the running.
off of the 49ers.
He's out the running.
Okay.
In my eyes, Brock Purdy's out the running. Go ahead to the next one.
Okay, Dak Prescott.
Hmm.
You got a lot to say. Let's see what you got to say right here.
I think Dak is still in the running.
He's still in the running for MVP.
Mm-hmm.
Yardage-wise and all that, he's well above Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
But is he as important to the team as Lamar is to...
I would say yes.
Yes. So you're keeping him in there.
Yes.
So your vote would go for Dak Prescott.
My
Or two.
vote would go yes.
Okay. Is it
Got one more. To me, one more. Josh Allen.
Josh Daniels.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Would Buffalo be what they are
No.
without absolute?
No.
Not even close.
No.
Okay. So that's 3.
That's 3.
So you
That's-
saying if Josh set it down, we
Mhm.
ain't talking about Buffalo.
Right. And I'm gonna have to say Jalen Hurts, because you already see that
He is
when
the
he
nucleus.
he
is
doesn't
the nucleus.
play well, the team doesn't play well. So Jalen Hurts, yes. And I think those are it for me.
That's it.
Yeah, Jalen, Josh, Dak, and Lamar. That's
Right.
it for me.
Now today, we casting our votes.
Right.
We going out on a limb here, America, like you say. My vote for MVP, Lamar Jackson. Yours,
Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott. So you have it here.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of covered.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's all we got to talk about.
Mhm.
NFC went 1-3. One win by the
Mhm.
Philadelphia Eagles and 3 losses by the New York Giants, Washington Commanders, and the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes.
We're 1-3.
Mhm.
Our MVP votes are Lamar Jackson,
Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott. We feel that CeeDee Lamb should have gotten fed more in that game.
Yes.
I think coaching lost that game.
Mhm.
Do I think Miami's a better team? No.
And
I think they have a better coach.
And I'm gonna have to say that
Which makes them the
Jerry,
better team.
you need to think about what you're gonna do for that running back position for the next season.
Well, getting rid of Zeke and pushing Pollard up to that all-purpose back like Zeke was is not working.
It's not.
Because Pollard don't run the inside the way Zeke did.
Right.
That's all. That's what I think.
Right. All right.
81-21 NFL talk. We
Week
are out of here.
15.
Week 16. We're about here. Week 17 coming up.
Yep.
What game am I looking forward to? I'm looking for Dallas and Detroit.
Yes.
I'm
definitely.
looking for that. I'm also looking for Baltimore and Miami.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Those 2 games we will keep our eyes on.
And congratulations to the Cleveland Browns. I think they're 11-5.
Yeah, they are.
I did not see that coming.
Hmm.
It's going to be a problem next year with Deshaun coming back. Because if you think Flacco's all right.
Mhm.
But if you think he's a replacement for Deshaun Watson, you're out of your mind.
Right.
What you think?
I agree.
81-21 NFL
NFL
talk.
talk.
We out of here.